Struble Arcade building. That's the address is in the actual app. Sorry, not what it is offhand, but this is a project that we've been trying to get to go for quite a while. It's a $7.4 million, $7,400,300 project construction cost. They will look to develop 16 apartments and just shy of 2,700 square feet of commercial/retail space on the first floor. So basically, the front half of the building on the first floor will remain retail/commercial. Everything else will go residential. You'll see that it's a complicated financial capital stack for this project to work. They are working. This is still a DRI project, so they'll use DRI funds. They will also use historic tax credits and housing tax credits to get this to go forward. So there's still a lot of conditional financing that needs to go into place on this, and a pilot, and then traditional financing as well. On the back side of the page, you'll see the benefits side, and I will say I had an error in calculation on here. I'm still getting used to this new form. I'm projecting more exemptions than what will be there on the sales tax side. So on the property tax exemption, I will say this is a deviation. We are recommending a 25-year pilot on this, where the first 5 years they will pay 100% of the base value. We'll freeze that base value for 5 years, and then starting in year 6, we will add 5% of the new value of the additional value on top of the pilot. So it'll go up 5% every year for an additional 20 years. With that, you see the property tax exemption has a nominal value of just shy of $600,000. The discounted value is just shy of $500,000. The sales tax exemptions where I screwed up. I used the entire cost of the construction side of things as all sales taxable material. It's not. It's usually about 50%. So I'm twice as high on the sales tax exemption numbers. There's only about 180,000 total in sales tax exemption being projected, not 370,000. 52,000 in mortgage tax. So the total overall cost, the nominal value, the full value is 809,000 and change. The discounted value is basically 710,000, not 895,000. So if you project that all the way down, you'll see all the different benefits, including the total construction costs, temporary payroll of construction, and then ongoing payroll. Pilot payments made. They get a pretty hefty number of 13 million in nominal value, 10.6 million in discounted value, and then so the overall benefit to cost ratio is 17-1 for the local, 4-1 for the state, and 15-1 blended grand total. I can send you the updated numbers that show those instead of I won't do all those. I did fix it, so I have it.
Pretty good.
Time.
Throw that up. It obviously changes the cost-benefit ratios significantly.
To the better. So
yeah, the numbers you just told us were the corrected numbers.
The correct one. So the total local ratio is 17-1 benefit to cost, and blended is 15-1.
State is cool.
So all we can do, because the benefits, a couple things here. Because it's going to be clearly over 100,000 benefits, we have to schedule a public hearing before we can act on anything, and with that, we have to send out a pilot deviation notice to the impacted taxing jurisdictions, letting them know we are deviating from our typical schedule, so they have a chance to ask questions, give their inputs as part of that. So all we can do today is accept it as a completed application, which it is, and allow us to schedule that public hearing.
Do you know, for the seeker and that side of things, are we going to get asked to do lead agency, or is the village will be
agency? We'll have all that will be approved prior to our final approval. We'll need to have get through their planning boards and have that seeker done.
Okay, good, okay.
They did fill out a short form seeker for us on it, so I have that as well, but just follow the village in this case. They've been working with them, like the village is on top of it. They had, if you didn't get a chance to see it, I think, I don't know if I put the link in the email, I can. They had a Channel 8 News came down and did a walk with me, interview. It's like 20 minutes. It's not a short report on the building. And
You did, but I missed it. Where was it?
Okay, I watched it.
It was on our Facebook page too.
Okay.
But it's an ongoing thing called Walk With Me, and the reporter goes through, I think they're all basically historic renovation kind of projects. She's done this before with 43 North and some of their other projects. And they're there for quite a long time. But it's a really interesting, we're trying to broadcast it more because it gives people a really good insight as to what has to happen for buildings, not just the Strudel, but for any building of this size and this sort of renovation. He talks about the 200 support beams. They talk about they're gonna have to get a crane and lift the roof off and then repair that and everything.
Wow.
It's back down, and it's a pretty wild project that they're gonna have to undertake on this thing. So if you haven't had a chance to see it, then you got 20 minutes to spare. It's pretty interesting, 'cause they go through the whole, they don't go in the basement, they go through
It's a rough building.
yep.
I love the commitment, long-term commitment to do that versus demo.
I think part of one of the neat things on it is that originally there were entrances. There was an oyster bar on the left-hand side of the building if you're facing it, but in the basement, and you got to it, there were 2 additional stairwells to the storefront in the sidewalk. So you went down underneath ground from the front.
Yeah.
It's similar to the, like, once again, shop, they're gonna walk the stairs on the sidewalk.
Yeah. So.
Just through your Facebook page.
There's a link on
I
our.
can resend it to you. I'll send
If
it
you
to
don't mind,
Yeah.
Fresh oysters, keep a lake.
Cheaper buses.
That was one of the biggest
Yeah.
sponsors.
Yeah.
was-
Oyster
bar,
I would,
Is it code for something?
see it there.
Yeah.
Every week.
Speak easy.
I know, right?
That's what someone put.
Yeah.
You need to have an oyster bar / speakeasy.
Yeah.
Yes. Alright, so on that note, so this is a resolution, but we'll do a roll call vote, but we do need to have a motion to approve first.
So moved.
Willing. Steve, thank you.
I'll second.
And Jared as a second. Doreen, do you wanna, is there any
Jared?
further discussion? Okay, hearing none. Roll call.
Jared?
Yes.
Marissa?
Yes.
Steve?
Yes.
Ryan?
Yes. Okay. It's approved. The next item up are leases.
Yep, and the last page of your packet, I apologize, I did not get that out. They're all renewals.
All the same spaces.
Yep,
Yep.
same spaces.
Are these increased at all, or
Yes,
stay flat?
yep. Don't-
Some of them are remaining the same, but on brand, I think Angela Bird, I believe those are.
I couldn't remember, she was 135, I couldn't remember if we left her at 135 or
Yeah,
so that should be
they're the same.
135 for Angela Bird.
The ones we kept the same are already at a slightly higher per square foot rate than the others.
Okay.
Miracle Year, they put, last year they put almost $8,000 in their space, so.
Okay, yep.
Okay, so then I'd ask for a motion to approve the leases as presented, with that change to 135 a month, as noted.
So moved.
Thanks, Steve, is there a second?
I'll second.
Okay, any further discussion on the leases? Okay, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Any opposed? Alright, that's carried.
May meeting date.
May meeting date.
We have our annual state EDC conference
they leave
On
for
the
that
20th.
day.
Okay.
So we can either, I don't know what everybody, Tuesday that week, or, I know it's not a good day for you though, usually.
Yeah, that's fine. We could do
So-
Tuesday.
Tuesday the 19th work?
Would that work for you guys?
I can admit, I would need a hard stop at 8:45.
Could also
But
go
I can make it work.
the following Wednesday.
27th?
I can do the 19th, unless you think we need Wednesday, the 27th.
So they both work for me, which,
Fine with both as well.
the 19th keeps it closer to the normal, but what do you think about the 27th?
I have the same, I have a standing meeting on Tuesday, they pushed it to Wednesday due to the holiday, so I would have the same hard stop, but,
Okay.
no
Well, then
worries.
Tuesday
If
works, then-
19th works for everybody else, I'll make that work.
You'd have the same hard stop on the 27th?
Yeah.
Then why don't we, if I can have you pencil both in for right now, and why don't we send a note to
Okay.
Amy and Janice and see what, Janice might actually have more flexibility on the Tuesday. Wednesdays are when are her classes, that's why she has to.
Okay.
Classes then.
Again, I'll make it work, whatever. I'll just get something to
Okay.
Sounds good. Style tentatively. Alright, well that concludes the agenda. Does anybody have anything else to bring up? Any other discussion points? I'd ask for a motion to adjourn.
Where is that?
Is there a second? Thanks, Jared. We are adjourned.
I will